Hey guys, Spathi here. I'm actually really sad right now. I basically recorded this video, and I screwed up, and basically none of my audio is included. I had like the music and all that stuff, but nothing. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a better job this time. Maybe I'll do a worse job this time. Who knows? I'm just gonna ignore the fact that my hair is all messed up. Yay, headphones. And not having to actually go out anywhere yet today. So let's get right to it, guys. So, just want to thank you guys for helping me reach 1,000 subs on YouTube. Thank you very much. I really kind of wasn't expecting to hit 1,000 subs. Most of my gameplay was really always streamed on Twitch. I mean, I started out on Twitch, I don't know, 4 years ago or something. I started playing a game called Loadout, and that was kind of another like arena shooter kind of style game. You jump around a bunch, have a bunch of weird weapons, and that game died out pretty quickly, and then I kind of really didn't stream anything for quite a long time after that. And if I did stream something, I can't really turn the music down on my end, but if I did stream anything, it was like WoW or Final Fantasy or something, nothing that's gonna really get you many viewers at all, other than like some friends or whatever. But yeah, really surprising. Thanks guys, appreciate it. I mean, I'm still gonna be uploading Star Wars videos for a while. We'll have to see what happens if they finally give us out some details on Battlefront 2, but who knows when that's gonna be. Although it's supposed to come out, I think, next year or something. We'll see. But I want to go through some questions you guys had asked in my last video, the T21 one, and I kind of tried to find a couple other questions that were in more recent videos, like the last 4 or 5 or something. So let's go down the list. So we've got Clockwork Bullets asking what keyboard I recommend. In this day and age, I mean, it really doesn't matter that much. I mean, a mechanical keyboard's really going to be your best bet. Back in the day, before mechanical keyboards were really that big a thing, some keyboards would run into an issue called ghosting, where let's say you pushed like A and S and you wanted to press like Alt at this exact same time. Well, some circuit boards and the keyboards basically wouldn't let you to hit certain combinations at the same time. So, like, you might be able to hit AS G at the same time, but you wouldn't be able to hit like AS Alt. And that was an issue called ghosting. Nowadays, most keyboards don't even really advertise that they don't ghost or anything, because just pretty much none of them do. So if you're gonna get a keyboard, I'd just say some sort of mechanical keyboard's fine. Doesn't matter if it's Cherry MX red, blue, brown, whatever. That kind of mainly just changes how loud or quiet they are, because mechanical keyboards can be quite loud. But I mean, if you need macros for whatever reason, get a keyboard that has macros. I have a K90 Vengence from Corsair. It's got 18 macro buttons, and I mean, I guess technically 18 times 3, but honestly, the amount of times I've used them, I don't really need it that much, to be honest. So it's a fairly easy keyboard to clean. It's probably a good one. If you like putting like a drink next to your keyboard or something, hopefully it's resilient. Bills. Clean. Lost in Minnesota asked if I'm ever gonna do a montage of Salt. I guess I have a bunch of salty lobby games up. I don't know if I'm ever gonna do a montage. I mean, I probably would. I'm sure I've got enough gameplay. I have a 4 terabyte hard drive, and let's just say it's almost full again. I'm so backlogged. I still have videos from February and March, stuff that I just haven't even gotten a chance to take a look at yet to review. Most people probably don't care about old games, but there's still maybe some stuff that's worthy in some of those that I haven't gotten a chance to look at. We'll see. But as for a montage of Salt, I don't know. There might be a lot of editing work, since you're kind of focused more on like the chat aspect than the actual gameplay. But we'll see. Lewis wanted to know if I could do a detailed stats. I actually started to kind of do a detailed stats at the end of my last attempt at this, but the actual Battlefront game doesn't really let you see stats that well, and I'm actually really lit up because of the game. There you go. Help a little bit. Sorry, I'm just like white, and the game is white, and it's just all white. It don't actually look that white, but bright screen doesn't help. Harrison James asked, why do I like Battlefront? Is it the gameplay or because Star Wars? Originally I started playing because it was Star Wars, as did most people probably. I did like the gameplay though. I played a lot of Drop Zone Solace, which is what was available in the beta. The Walker Assault mode on Hoth wasn't really quite as interesting to me, mainly because it was just so unbalanced. I mean, they gave you, I think, Cycler and Thermal Det was really the only cards to get. I think there was something else, like Jetpack or something, but it pretty much did make the game mode balanced. A lot of people complained how overpowered the Walkers and stuff, where it's like, well, we don't have ion shot, we don't have ion torpedoes, we don't have ion grenades, we don't have any of that stuff. So, I mean, eventually I think they did nerf them anyway, but definitely like the gameplay. It plays kind of like Loadout, which is the game I originally started streaming on Twitch. I mean, I guess it doesn't really play like it, but kind of that whole third-person dynamic, peak shooting, and I guess arena style way to say it. Like, I like games like Quick Live and stuff. I don't like games that are more like CSGO or something. Well, I did play a decent amount of Call of Duty on console when I was younger. I played Halo's probably my most played game for an FPS game was Halo 2 and Halo 3. I could talk about that more in probably a different video, but anyway, definitely the gameplay. BRA Vader Bellotto, and I guess combine this with Maffy. They asked, how does meh train skills, and what does meh stand for? Meh doesn't really stand for anything. I mean, it's kind of just an expression that people use, kind of like sigh or raffle or something, you know. If you just like go to the Star Wars forums and you just typed in like meh in the search bar, you'd probably find a lot of stuff that has nothing to do with the actual meh clan. You'll just see people say like meh, server lag, or meh, this game has issues, or they might just say meh, this game is meh, you know. As for training skills, most of the members just play public lobbies, but we also have a Discord server that pretty much anybody can join. It's for organizing private matches, and we basically just call them pickup games, pugs, where you have 2 team captains, and then whoever is available and wants to play, we just do team captains, pick teams, and the teams play against each other. Usually they're going to be playing whatever is kind of like the tournament of that time. So right now it would be probably Droid Run. But, you know, sometimes they just want to play, like, Drop Zone or Cargo or something. Usually the smaller game modes, and usually stuff that doesn't have heroes. Not much love for heroes versus villains, but, I mean, I don't really mind it. Especially now that they fixed the FPS bug. I don't have a name written down, but somebody asked what my first gaming system was. I mean, it was just like a PC, an MS-DOS PC. This was before Windows existed. It was back when I first started playing. The first one I actually had was probably actually a Commodore, which is slightly different, but yeah, a PC. I don't remember what in particular I was playing other than like really basic DOS games like was it Cosmos, Cosmic Adventures, you know, stuff like Crystal Caves or Commander Keen or Raptor or something, you know. But my first actual console was a Dreamcast. At the time I was grounded from the computer, so I actually picked up a Dreamcast I think for about $70 from a pawn shop, and I kind of circumnavigated my computer ban that way. My parents didn't stop me, so I got away with it. I think I had like Trick Style and maybe one other game, but yeah, I really like the Sonic Adventure games on Dreamcast. If you haven't played those, I think they're actually available on Steam these days. Somebody asked how I do the forward roll. I mean, I've got a whole video on that already, so I didn't really want to go over it again, but here's like a little visual representation. Right? So you've got, this is the way you're facing. So if you wanted to roll forward, basically what you do is like you turn your camera left real quick. You kind of just like a flick maneuver. And then you roll to the side, the direction you want to go. So like you roll right, and then you just flick your mouse right back. And you just do that in one quick motion. So it's kind of like that. Like that. Well, it's kind of hard to see. But I mean, I've got a whole video on it already, so feel free to check that out. And, it looks so white with the white background. If I just like put Discord in front of me, hey look, that's better for now until I put up Notepad, and then it's gonna be white again. But anyway, Edvin asked why I've been using the Ion Grenade. Ion Grenade was actually kind of sleeper strong for a while. Before Death Star, we're gonna distinguish that because it's actually gotten nerfed a little bit. Before Death Star, It'll do, I think, 50-60 damage or something. I actually don't quite remember the exact number, but it does pretty good damage instantly. It's just splash damage, so like if you know someone's around the corner, say they peeked you, you got a couple shots on them, you just throw an ion grenade in there to finish them off. It'll pop a shield, and it used to do damage to the person that was shielded as well as pop the shield. It doesn't anymore after Death Star. Now it just pops the shield. I don't know. I guess maybe it wasn't intentional, but it did get nerfed. So it doesn't do both anymore, but I mean, it's still useful. If you're playing like an objective game mode like Drop Zone, that's probably one of the few zones I would actually bother using Ion Grenade on. I don't know if I would run it on Cargo. I don't know if I care that much. Because, I mean, at that point I might as well just use the Cycler Rifle and like Bacta or Thermal Dead or something. But I might use Ion Grenade. I mean, it's still free damage. I mean, it's hard to ignore that. When you're playing the better and better players, like at lower, I guess, tiers, Thermal Deton's probably more useful, but when you get to higher level gameplay, like thermal detonators and stuff like that aren't really for killing people. I mean, they can if they're just screwed and they're in a bad spot, but typically you're just using it as free damage around corners and stuff. To finish somebody off or to weaken them before they even peek you so you can push them safely. Stuff like that. Because it's really kind of hard to dodge an ion grenade. You can dodge a thermal det. You're basically throwing it to push them away from the corner so you can push up. Same as using like Doxes or something. But I think it's a pretty good card for those game modes like that. I don't know if I'd use it in like Blast or something, but Genuine Luna asked what I thought about the T21. In I guess my last video, I used the T21. I mean, it's a strong gun if the shots can land. My problem with it is the fact that it's not really that accurate. I mean, it kind of got the same problem the Relby, A280, stuff like that has. It's just like, if you've got good aim, even if you're aiming at them, there's a chance the shots aren't going to hit just because, you know, the way the spread works on those guns. I mean, the T21's a very strong gun. If it was as accurate as, say, the T21B, then I'd probably use it quite a bit more. But it's not. That's one reason why we use the E3 quite so much. It's just because you know where those shots are going to go. There's pretty much no spread on the E3. Like, if you use focus fire with it, you can kind of tell a difference. But, I mean, you don't really need to. Once you've used it for quite a long time. Another reason why I like the SE14C is it's just an accurate gun. You know what it's going to do. And it's all about being reliable and consistent when it comes to strong guns. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's an alright gun. I don't know if I'd use it in competitive. I might try it one day just to see how I do, like in a pug or something. Random channel asks what PC do I use. I don't really have like it's a pre-built, not a... I just said the opposite of what I meant to say. It's not a pre-built. I built it myself, and it's just like a custom computer basically. I can post the specs in the description if I remember to do that. I probably will forget, and someone has to remind me. But or you can go to my Twitch channel, and all of my like peripherals and hardware listed there. So if you want to see like my motherboard, CPU, stuff like that, it's all listed there. Darkest Light asked about how the EA servers have been working for me post Death Star. When Death Star released, especially I guess for like a week after it released, yeah, it was pretty bad. Like, you're just landing shots and just like, where's my damage? But recently it's been pretty good. I haven't really had any problems. Somebody asked about what I thought the best trait was post Death Star. For the most part, I pretty much always run Bodyguard, and it seems like a lot of other people are kind of heading that way too. But I mean, I think other cards have potential to be strong. It's not necessarily going to get you the highest KD if you're running something like Bounty Hunter or Berserker or something, Sharpshooter or whatever. But like Scout is kind of bad now, honestly. I don't like what they did with Scout. I'm fine with them switching level 1 and 2, kind of. I mean, the only reason we ran Scout is just because level 1 was so powerful. If they just swapped those two and maybe left it the way it was, it might have been fine. But I think the level 3 kind of ruins it. I mean, you just give your position away and it's pointless. And since they swapped level 1 and 2, nobody was going to use it in competitive anyway. So I don't know. I don't know what the best thing they could have done about Scout was. But it's just, I use bodyguard mainly now. If I'm bored, I might try bounty hunter, like at the pulse cannon or whatever, or like just super grenade spam on like carbonite chamber or something. Somebody else asked about my thoughts on the TL50. I don't think the primary fire is really anything to write home about. It's not really that great. I mean, it's kind of behind even like the standard blasters Rebels and Imperials get. But the secondary fire is pretty annoying. I could jump cast with it. You can get kills around corners with it. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I don't know. I need to play some pugs with it. I don't think I've actually played any pugs that allowed it, but we probably should do that at some point. I think bodyguard actually will stop you from getting one shot by the TL50 secondary fire though, which is another reason why I run bodyguard right now, because that way I don't have to deal with stuff like that. I'm pretty sure the pistol will still one-shot you, but the pistol's so bad, like, the only thing it's good for is literally the right click. The left click is probably the worst thing in the game. But I think that's about it for the regular questions I had. I mean, I get a lot of questions about my keyboard sensitivity. Why did I write keyboard sensitivity down? Mouse sensitivity. I don't know. But I use 800 DPI, and I'll just show you guys real quick my in-game settings for anybody that's curious. Here are my controls. So we've got 10% with 800 DPI. I've got vehicle on 10%, but honestly I haven't really messed with it that much to see if there's a number I prefer that's better. My key bindings are actually all default, I think. I don't think I've actually changed any keys at all. Like I still have roll on alt. I've been tempted to change, why does it say switch to primary? I didn't even know that was a thing. I was tempted to change the interact key. Oh, I did change melee. I made melee F, if that's not default. I'm pretty sure it's not. I always forget to use mouse too. But I've been tempted to change interact, because sometimes it's hard to like claim an objective while interacting with it. It's like if you're strafing the drop pod, you can interact with it while strafing and shoot. Like there's nothing stopping you from shooting while you're clicking on the drop pod. So I've been tempted to change that, but I haven't. I don't know what I would change it to. I never really got around to doing that. And here are my video settings. For anybody curious, I play at 120 refresh rate. If you've only ever played on 60, I kind of recommend trying out 120 at some point. I mean, I'm not going to say it's going to increase like your KD or anything, but it makes the gameplay a lot smoother. It makes sniping easier. There's just less kind of like blur in your screen. It just feels more like there's just more frames there, really. Because it kind of gets kind of blurry and fast action games at 60. If stuff's happening too quickly. And I play at default 55. I'd be tempted to change that a little bit one day, but I don't know, I'm just so ingrained in what I've been using. Most people I know play with a lot higher than 55, like up to like 70 something is where a lot of people I think are. But I play with everything on low. We've got shadows on medium, and then ultra for mesh. Mesh is basically view distance in this game. So like say you're playing on Badlands, right? And there's like boxes and stuff where the cargoes are. You actually, if you put your mesh low enough, you might actually see a player standing behind the box. The box won't render. You'll see the player. And like, well, maybe you'll try shooting at them and you're just hitting a box and you can't really tell. So, I mean, yeah, it helps you see through things, I guess, but I'd honestly rather know that there's a box there and not worry about it. That's just me. It's view distance lets you see things farther away better. And I prefer that. And then I just have medium shadows. I don't think lately I've really noticed players because of their shadow, but in the past I could tell if somebody was there sometimes because of a shadow. But it seems kind of rare these days. Most of the time, since nobody runs scout anymore, you don't really need that, because everybody's positions like telegraphed to everybody else these days. And I think that's it. Somebody wanted like me to go over like detailed stats and kind of like how many kills I have with each blaster and stuff, but you can't really easily do that in game. I kind of have to go through the website to do that, and I mean that probably would warrant a whole nother video if somebody actually, if there's a lot more interest to do that. But got a lot of kills with pulse cannon. These are all pulse cannon kills, all 34,000 of those. And I guess that's about it. Just thanks again, guys, for helping me hit 1,000 subs. I'm still gonna be releasing Battlefront videos probably for a while. I haven't really considered quitting it yet. Got so much backlog video. I could probably be releasing video for over a year at this point. Like, I have a 4TB drive and it's almost full. I had to delete a bunch of stuff recently, actually. And I still have video from February, maybe even January, and like March and stuff. I know I have a ton of March, April, February gameplay I haven't even had a chance to look at yet, so we'll be going for a while. And I don't know how I feel about Battlefield 1 yet after playing the beta, but we'll definitely be playing some Battlefront 2 when that comes out. Alright, thanks guys for watching. Glad you guys are all here for my 1,000 subs on YouTube. If you have any more questions for me, feel free to leave them in the comments down below, or you could send me a message on, I almost said Twitter, but I don't have Twitter, on Twitch or YouTube. And I try and answer all questions, especially if you like pop in during the chat while I'm like streaming or something. I do. Hi. Answer any questions you might have. I know right now I've mainly been uploading Battlefront gameplay. Been a little busy. I haven't gotten to really do some things I'd like to do. Like, I don't have any more Overwatch or Republic Commando or anything like that. So hopefully in the future you can look forward to that. Something that's, you know, not Battlefront, Star Wars related with you know, blasters pew-pewing everywhere. But yeah, thanks for being here, guys, and thanks for all the support. I couldn't have done it without you guys. So hope you guys have a great day. Hopefully I can see you all guys again soon.